Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 11th, 2020. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here with my coffee. I am here with my coffee to practice Tai Chi. We have a set of stretches, and then we're going to do a modified form that lets us complete the entire form in a small space. Yeah, just a few steps. More coffee. I was up late working on something that I am having a great time with. It's great fun. And I'm hopeful that, I'll have something that I might want to share a little bit later. Let's get started. We'll face this way. Our stretches, and I think from this position, you can probably see me pretty well, I hope, and there should be an easy opportunity for you to be standing right here beside me to do the practice. So, feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight, bend the knees, relax the upper body, drop the shoulders, relax the arms, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, hand circle to the front, breathe out, up along center, bend the knees, roll the spine, stretch up, reach out, pull up through your abs as you reach over the legs. It has the side effect of opening the hip. Two more. Reach up, stretch out the fingertips, keep the shoulders down. Your arms should be slightly rounded. Stretch up. Last time. Reach out. Pull up through the abs. Hold. Yeah. Reach up. Elbows drop down. Fingertips inward. Take the weight through your legs, arch through the back. And the knees, arch, take the weight through the hips and the legs. Roll down through the spine. pull up in the front as you roll down. Excuse me. Through the lower, cross at the hip. Support the as you roll down. That gives you flexibility through to bend the leg. And I'll talk about that in a second. One more. Relax, breathe, roll down. Stretch out. Come to center. And I'm going to talk about the hip for just a second because we need it for the next couple of exercises. As you bend over, talk about this muscle group here. So from under the wrist to the opposite hip, there really is a group of muscles underneath that look like that. There's also another set here I want to use to pull up. This takes the lower part of the hip, takes all of the internal organs from the lower part of the hip and pulls them in. Right? So, let's pull this in. Side. The more this pulls in, when you go over, pull this in and up. That'll let you release. And you can't see it here, but what I'm pointing at is the circle of my hip and the leg inside the hip socket. It lets you release the hip. So pull this up, lets you release the hip so that you can go over. Okay, and that you can control it while you're doing it. So as we do this next set, we're going to side to side. As we do this, try and pay attention to this entire area here. Pull it up and in. And it's in from the inside, not push in. So pull up and think about everything pulling in. Hands circle to the front, back to both sides, up along center line. Turn to left, stretch out over the legs, pull up, pull in, keep the circle. And yes, there's a lot of layers, so as you're learning one, you may not pay as much attention to another for a minute. That's okay. At some point you have to bring it all back together. Follow your hands, stretch out, pull up. One more. Center. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. I'm looking at an error over here again, so and so back up along the center line. Reach up, and elbows drop down inward. Pull up, pull in. Use your hips. Use your leg. And line. Switch on. Then last time. That line. Get out. Roll up back. And return to center. Relax. And technology. Something that may or may not be taken care of, a problem that I'm seeing over here. It's coming and going, so I have no idea what's going on. I am hopeful that it is mainly a blip and that it's not something that is really impacting your ability to see what I'm doing, that it just isn't quite as smooth as it could be. Alright, so we have two more stretches, feet about shoulder apart. And I'm going to do this facing you, but I'm going to be consistent for today, right? I'll be consistent for today. Alright, so a face here, we have our open to the side, and we're going to go back halfway down. Breathe in, arms circle. Breathe out along center line. Yeah. Separate, sink. And come on up. Sink. Keep your back straight. The idea is that if you were going to go all the way down, that you could. So leaning isn't going to get you there. There will be some leaning. It's unless you're like 5-year-old or something, or you've grown up in an Asian country, in which case you've got that flexibility in the hip that you got when you were a child and you kept it for the most part. Alright, so as we stretch up, sink as if you're going straight down. Keep your heels down. The heels have to stick. And the key is supporting your weight through the abs and the flexibility in the hip, together with the strength in the legs, to go all the way down. This last time. Come on up. Open. Come to center. Okay, and since I'm talking about it, you don't have to do this with me. And I will be talking about. Alright? So, I like to I'm going to be probably going to hang ultimately for this exercise. The goal is straight and down. So a lot of legs. The last one we have for this morning, before one night, is this way. So hands over, right nose height. You're going to keep that teacup up, and you want hand to stay parallel to the floor. And go around. It doesn't go down in front, it doesn't go down in the back, stays the same way. Now, which plane your hand is on has a lot to do with how flexible you are when you go backward. So if you're very flexible, your hand can be low. The requirement is hand stays parallel to the floor. drop that teacup. Great grandma be upset. Then these and circle to front and center. Relax. With these stretches, legs are engaged through all of this. Now we're going to focus on the legs. So we have 3 exercises. Hand back, feet parallel. We're not going to take big steps. We're going to take little steps because we have the small work area, right? And another, I'll work with your steps. Yeah. All right. So shift the weight to the left. Right just to 4, 5. All the way down to the right. Release the left. Place it. Transfer the weight. Shift back. Turn the left to 45. Shift through. Bring the right through. Place it. Turn away. Shift back. Open. Shift back. Open. One more. And turn in. Go backward. Take the leg, play touches through. And put this down parallel to right toes and straight. Okay, the third set that we have is side to side. Sorry. And shift the weight. We're going to go left side. We'll come back to the right. Shift the weight to the right. Pick up the left. Put the stand through the weight. Little circle. Bring the right in. Place it. Little circle. Bring leg up. Extend it and place it. Reach out with leg. Same as if you were reaching for something with your hand. Or something with your full leg. And we go back the other way. Right. Transfer. Circle in. Stop, straighten. All right. As we step, as we go through these stepping, this especially this side, the outer part of the leg. As you extend, yeah, I'm gonna borrow the bookcase over here for a second. All right. And as you extend and out, just grab it, pull your leg to the floor. Oh, it's up. Push my foot in a little bit so that as I come out, I'm using the blade of my fist. Because my either one is fine. This is in Tai Chi. I don't know if you can imagine that. I'm trying slow. I just saw a bunch of stories. Not going to be in front of me. So what I was talking about, you have a basic side kick that uses the leg foot. See how it's turned? With the eye. If I can use the basic heel. I come heel. So either one. Right. In this exercise, reach out with the blade of the foot. And as it comes down, reach forward. Grab your toes, pull down. Bring it into that. You really do want to pull yourself down. Just grab the work down. Alright. So we have our basic stretches. Just talked a little bit about this leg method. And we use this similar, we use quite a bit of what I've just talked about in the form itself. As we're stepping, there is that sense of grabbing the floor or the surface that you're on, of grabbing, using your feet to grab something. Through, pretty much most of the forms. Everything that I do in the internal arts uses that. There's a traditional Chinese medicine element to it, using the Yang Luchan, as well as the root in the heel of the foot. Multitudes of things, right? So now, let's practice our Tai Chi form. Feet together. Salute. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in just a little bit, like what I was just talking about, and release the left. Open. Center. Arms up. Press down. Shift left, go right. Step left. Push. Palms down, circle. Turn the foot. Right hand holds the hook. Left hand extends. Single whip. Big hands. Right down, down, right up. Turns the swings. Brush knee. Step up, Hands Strum The Lute. Brush knee in. Get back, get flat under. Here. And punch. Shift back. Pull it forward. Shift again. Turns. Hands. Turn. Straight. Left hand. Salute. We're going to do this a couple more times, okay? Pay attention. I'm going to grab some. And stepping to the small circles in stepping methods. Okay? This section right now is what we're paying attention to. Small circles in the stepping methods. Alright? Together. Slip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Place up. Open. Center. Breathe in. Up. Breathe out. Shift left. Turn the right toes. Open the left mirror circle. This is the same as it's. Again, same as every circle with extensions or the weight. Turn. Press. And push. Extend forward and turn. Turn the toes, circle. Right hand goes back, left hand circles to the front. Your circle is here. Alright? I can go this way as well. And back. Circle is right here. And turn. Circle. It's possible. And step up. Look at that same line. So on straight. I'm here. My side. I'm here. That great? So change in the circle. I'm going to slow. Yeah, slow. So you have to line. What you're trying to leg, as well as how to weight into the new leg. What that weight just looks like. Together. Get together. Footwork. Get together. Salute. Hold right. Release the left. Arms up. Press down. Footwork. Where's your foot? See, sir? Okay. It's not always easy or apparent in a lot of our stepping methods that there is a circle there. It is something that we need to pay attention to. Footwork is something that is just as important as whatever we're doing with the hands and with the upper body. It's more supporting something else that we're doing. Okay, so if you're off balance, you can't stand straight. If you can't stand straight and you're going to push something, it's not going to happen. If you're having trouble with a particular balance, a particular move, that move is not going to be smooth until you resolve whatever that issue is. And I can pretty much guarantee you that it's going to be your foot or hip for the most part. Occasionally it's something in the knee, but usually it's the body alignment based on the hip, foot, where does my body have to be for me to stay and not bother. If I'm in good alignment, it doesn't take me. If I'm not in good alignment, I can't stay there. So lots of body alignment, especially with our stepping method. And as you place the foot, this is alignment. Now I'm going to step and I'm going to place. I'm not going to drop it. I'm not going to stuff it there. I'm not going to sit on it. Place it very softly. The ability to do that requires a lot of strength in the opposite leg, as well as holding straight through the upper body, so the leg, right? So upper body and the back. There's a lot of controls for the leg and back. Right? So there's a lot more. And actually, you have to see pretty much everything is a circle in some region or another. That it's possible, if it's not apparent, even if it's small, it's there. We want to keep that. It's for the art. It's an important characteristic of Tai Chi methods. So, appreciate you being here this morning, and I hope I wasn't too over on this. It seemed to be more and presented this. So, very much. I will see you tomorrow for Tai Chi Form.